Random facts you didn't need to know. But fuck it, I'm gonna tell you anyway. Vikings used the bones of slain animals when smithing new weapons, believing this would enchant the weapon with the animal spirit. Now, this actually made the weapon stronger because of the carbon in the bone, coupled with the iron, made a primitive version of steel. So what they believed was a magical weapon was really just the outcome of the way that they made it. There was a bear enlisted in the Polish army who made it to the rank of corporal. He also smoked, drank, and carried weapons to the front during battle. And funny enough, that bear, my wife's granddad, served with him in the army. Story for a separate video, I think. Fruits are produced by plants for animals to eat and then spread around the seeds. So how come lemons are so sour? What animal wants to eat something sour? Well, a lemon is not a naturally occurring fruit. It's actually bred from a sour orange and a citron. The sour orange itself being bred from a pomelo and a mandarin. So it's not a product of evolution, but selective breeding. Life didn't give us lemons after all. There is a species of mushroom that grows in the northern hemisphere that can get people high, but other chemicals in the mushroom can make you very ill. However, if a reindeer eats the mushroom, the illness-producing toxins are filtered out, but the hallucinogen survives in the reindeer's urine. And long story short, some cultures historically got high off reindeer piss. Out of all the big cats in the world, the only one you should fear the most is the jaguar. All of the big cats aim for your throat and choke you out or snap your neck for a quick death so they can get on with eating you. But oh no, not the jaguar. For some unknown reason, they prefer to make a mess of their kills and aim for the top of the skull, dragging out the pain and the length of their prey's death. It costs roughly 20,000 to send a kilogram of mass into orbit. So the largest whale on Earth weighs approximately 163,000 kilograms. So therefore, it would cost approximately 3.2 billion to launch your mum into space. That'll do your mum's fat joke if you didn't get it. Henry Ford, as in the car manufacturer Ford, demanded that parts suppliers sent him his parts in very specific sized wooden boxes with very specifically placed holes and handles, just so then these boxes could be dismantled with care without using any crowbars, and then these boxes were then used to manufacture the panels and the floorboards for the Model T. He literally tricked the manufacturers of these parts to build parts of his cars for him. A spiral staircase's spin direction depends on which end you are defending. Back in the day, all knights were right-handed. If you were defending the top of the tower, the staircase leading up rotates to the right, or clockwise, so that the attacker coming from the bottom has to make continuous right turns. And it's very hard for an attacking knight to strike around a right-hand corner with his right hand while defending with a shield in his left. However, it's very easy for a defending knight to strike around a left-handed corner with his right hand and holding the shield in his left. See? Think about it. Honeybees can be trained to sniff out landmines in war zones. Obviously, dogs can do that too, but to avoid blowing up unexpected dogs, they figured out bees could do the same thing. They swarm the area without setting off any landmines and alert people of the presence. At any moment, a nearby star could become a possible gamma ray burster and point a jet of radiation at the Earth that would vaporize us instantly. Math says a gamma ray burst located 100 light years away that was aimed directly at us would generate the energy of 100 nuclear bombs per square mile across the entire exposed surface of Earth. Anything caught in this blast would be directly vaporized. It would also boil the oceans and rip the Earth's atmosphere away from the planet. It would end all life and leave the Earth a charred cinder in space. And the worst part is, it is 100% impossible to see one coming, since it is moving at the speed of light. Due to quantum uncertainty, particles can appear or disappear at random. This means that it is not outside the realms of possibility that you could possibly cease to exist for no apparent reason, as every single one of the atoms in your body simply winks out of existence at the same time. This also means that it's not fundamentally impossible that your atoms will randomly reassemble themselves, turning you into a giant purple dildo. Breaking somebody's neck and killing them instantly in movies and video games is trope. It's not as simple as a quick jerk, but instead would just leave the person paralysed, eventually leaving the person without the ability to breathe, and eventually suffocate while completely helpless. maybe takes about 2 minutes for them to die. After brain-dead patients die, some of them raise their arms to the side and cross them over their chest, like a vampire or an Egyptian mummy would. This is called Lazarus reflex, and it is freaky as fuck. In the past, people all drove on the left-hand side of the road, just like we do here in England. And when two knights on horsebacks met, they would shake hands as a way of showing they weren't going to attack each other. And most people are indeed right-handed, so they would pass on the left to avoid having to reach across each other. You know, in all that body armour, it'd be quite hard. Now, when Napoleon conquered countries, he made people drive on the right. This way, every time people passed each other, they were acknowledging Napoleon's rule. However, Napoleon never invaded England, so us English never changed our driving habits and still drive on the left, the correct way. And finally for today, did you know I have a competition up at the moment where you can win a Chianti t-shirt? Now normally entry tickets are £1, and if you win you get the prize, if you lose you get nothing. However, this month the price is still £1 to enter, but you have to sign up to my Patreon, which costs £1. And by signing up to my Patreon, you get your ticket into the raffle. But you get more than just a ticket. Even if you don't win, you still get all the content that I upload to my Patreon. You get this video, which you might be thinking, but I can watch this for free, Darren. Yes, that is true, but you also get all the exclusive behind-the-scene content. So not only do you get all my content in one place, a place where I'm not censored or restricted to what I say, but you also get behind the scenes, you get bloopers, you get updates, you get so much more. The people on my Patreon see stuff that nobody else ever will, and you can unlock it all by paying £1. Now that is a £1 subscription, so therefore next month it will charge you £1 again. You are more than welcome to cancel it. You've still been entered already into the competition, therefore if you win you'll get your prize. However, if you say subscribed, you will automatically be entered into any future competitions I do on Patreon. And for £1 everything you get, well, I think it ain't a bad deal. And I hope to see you over there. But for now, cunts, have a great day. Happy New Year. Chianti!